thinking about that person who can do that for us, palming it off on someone else. And it's too late. When you get to that point, you know it's too late. We all have a superpower within us. Never forget that. You might think, what can I contribute today? Maybe you can draw a beautiful sign that has a strong message. Maybe you can't come for a protest. Maybe you can sit at home, but start sending the messages around, the important messages that can help keep people safe, that can help direct funds to the people who need it most. Never forget, you all have a role to play, and I want your friends out there who are not here right now, who might be feeling that they don't have this opportunity. Maybe they're stuck in office. Maybe they just don't have the privilege to be standing here right now. Let us not forget, to be here also is a privilege. We have a certain amount of time that we can contribute. So we are here not representing ourselves alone. We're representing the person who's standing in that gas line, that person who's looking for food for that child, that person who's trying to make ends meet, because their life depends on that one day, right? What they do in that day matters so much, right? So we have to recognize our privileges right now, okay? It's not going to get easier for any of us, but we still have a certain amount of privilege. So let's not squander that privilege. Let's not act foolishly in this time. Let us make sure we're representing, not selfishly, but representing what's much greater out there. Those people, those millions of people who have contributed to the development of this country that we often overlook. Let's not forget that. We often overlook. For once we're coming together. For once we're recognizing. And that's so important. Not today, not tomorrow. In 2 years, in 5 years, I want you to always remember that. Every single person who calls himself a Sri Lankan matters.
Yeah!
Every single person. And I will say that what we need, right, is a leadership with a vision, a long-term vision for our country.
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
Not people who have a vision or a dream for themselves and their friends and their acquaintances.
Yeah!
Have a bigger dream. Every single one of us needs a bigger dream to work towards. And within that we have the baby steps. We all need that. That's what keeps us anchored. That's what keeps us going. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We are not here to just applaud ourselves today. We are looking at what can we do? What do we want our country to look like next year, in 2 years, in 3 years? And we're working towards that. Right? It's not a moment in time. This is the blossoming of something beautiful. But it's something more than just that. And I don't want anyone to forget that. And we want leadership that is visionary, that cares about the people, the country. Mother Lanka, she is our mother.
Yeah!
We are here today, we are who we are because of where we come from. Never forget that. And we can flee, we all probably have the opportunity to flee, to get on those flights and get out of here. But we are here. Why are we here? Because we are of this soil, because we care, because we love, because this is home. I will tell you, my heart bleeds for this nation.
Yeah! Woo!
I will never abandon my country, no matter how much people question why I'm here, why I came back, why? Because look, this is what I live for. This unity. And now we have to extend the unity across all our coastlines, not just in the city, not just in the south. But remember, our nation is 65,610 square kilometers of humans, people who have contributed to make this land ours. So we are asking for leadership that's visionary. We are asking for people to recognize that if they have short-term dreams for themselves and their families, there is no space for that. We are going beyond that. And let's be honest, a true leader will recognize that their family is every single person that calls themselves Sri Lankan.
Yeah!
Not just blood. And what will they want? They will want the upliftment of every single person who calls themselves Sri Lankan. And that is what we hope for today, and this is what we will all have to work for in the long term. It's going to be a long trip. It's a marathon, everybody, but we can do it if we are in it together. Thank you.
Yeah!
Now we know what we are missing. Now we know what we are missing. In the parliament, in the president, now we know what we are missing.
People like her!
People, educated people. We miss educated people. We miss young bloods.
We need honest people.
We need honest people who love this country, not some people like Rajapakshas who come from USA and say to spend their time here just like tourists for 5 years. We need people like her. We need more educated, more humble, more Sri Lankans in Sri Lankan to rule Sri Lanka.
Yeah! Sri Lanka! 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 Sri Lanka!
දහස් ගණනක් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සිසුන්ගේ වෛද්‍ය සිහිනය සැබෑ දුන් IMC Education විදේශීය වෛද්‍ය අධ්‍යාපනයේ දේශීය සන්නාමය දැන්ම අවතන්න 077 30 888 40.
You're watching the Lifetraveler channel.